Survivor profiling. Who are these survivors? Where did they come from? What type of players use this survivor? Stick around and find out. Our first survivor is Meg Thomas, or Megan Thomas if you prefer. Meg is one of the original 4 survivors released in Dead by Daylight back in 2016 when the game first came out. Meg is usually the scapegoat that all new characters gravitate towards. She is arguably the best, if not one of the best 3 survivors to start out with when beginning your survivor grind, due to her 3 teachable perks. Her first perk is called Adrenaline. This perk procs when all generators are completed and the exit gates are powered. You are healed 1 health state and receive a speed boost of 150% for 5 seconds. Her second perk is Sprint Burst, which in my opinion is the best exhaustion perk out there. Do not come for me, dead hard gamers. Sprint Burst activates when you start a run, allowing you to sprint at 150% your normal running speed for 3 seconds. And her last perk is called Quick and Quiet. Quick and Quiet allows you to fast vault a pallet or window and jump into a locker without any noise notification or audio cues. This perk can only be triggered once every 20 seconds. Now to Megan's origins. With every survivor, they come with a backstory explaining to us how they arrived into the fog. Meg's story is short and sweet. She is a fierce, spirited soul with boundless energy who lived with her single mother. She excelled at schoolwork, but was a troubled kid outside of the classroom. How, may you ask, was she troubled? Well, Dead by Daylight does not tell you. They simply say that she was, quote, off the rails. Thank you for that riveting outlook, developers. Anyways, thankfully she had an athletic coach that taught her to channel her misspent energy, as DBD called it, into running. Meg channeled her love of the sport to succeed in becoming an all-star running athlete at her high school, to which she then received a scholarship to college. Unfortunately, her mother became ill, and Meg chose to opt out of college to take care of her. Sweet, sweet little Meg. One fateful day, however, she was taking a jog in the forest and suddenly disappeared, and her body was never found. With her origin story out of the way, welcome to the Survivor Profiling Meg Thomas edition. Now that we know who the character we all know and love is, let's get into the people who play her, starting with Baby Meg. Baby Megs are special snowflakes, precious angels who need to be protected at all costs until they end up unintentionally sandbagging you. Is the killer pushing you and Baby Meg off a gen in a jungle gym? Get ready for them to cower in fear and body block you when trying to run away. Baby Meg is running with you to get away from a killer and pass a pallet. You better expect her to throw that shit down ASAP. You run the killer around injured and finally make it to the killer shack, only to realize there's no pallet. You can be sure the Baby Meg of the team has thrown it down at the first sign of a heartbeat. Baby Megs kind of remind me of immersed Claudettes. They hide in corners at the first sign of danger. They pre-drop pallets when they could have gotten another loot from the killer, and if you're really unlucky, you will have a Baby Meg on the team that self-cares in a corner for 15 minutes, then proceeds to walk around the outskirts of the map. They usually don't look behind them when being chased, as they are running in a blind panic. This usually causes them to lose track of the killer and wind up running into them, usually resulting in a fast down or an easy hit for the killer. These babies usually end up being the first to die on a team. They either run into the killer until their last hook, or the killer tunnels them out of the game. Poor, poor Baby Megs. Versus their counterparts, the Meg. The feared, toxic Meg. Killers quake in fear when they join lobbies. Survivors rejoice in their presence. These beast-like players are gamers who have sunk most, if not all, of their survivor hours into Meg. They exist for one reason, and one reason only. Make the killer's life a living hell. They will absolutely be carrying the best flashlight they have with their best add-ons, blinding the killers as many times as they possibly can before their flashlight runs out. They will make it their mission to find the killer and keep them on her for as long as possible. They juke the killer until they are so turned around that they lose track of them. They are looping gods, carrying their teams to wins 9 times out of 10. Is the killer ignoring them and downing other survivors? Not on the Meg's watch. They will stand in the shadows, waiting for their time to flashlight save.
Is the Meg running the killer shack? You better believe she'd rather take a hit or get down before dropping that pallet.
Sometimes, if these players are feeling extra toxic, they will wear cosmetics that baby Megs wear to throw the killer off. They are 100% a killer's worst nightmare. Personally, I think Meg mains are Nia mains in disguise. Once the Meg has accomplished their mission and they are standing in the exit gate with no less than half their team, they will teabag vigorously and spam their flashlight to let the killer know just how much they shit on them the entire game. Now, obviously, there are more Meg mains out there. There are mains that are in between the two I'd mentioned earlier, and Megs that are better and worse, yes, you heard me right, worse than baby Megs, than these polar opposites. If you are a Meg main, or even if Meg is just a backup to your real main when they grow stale, let me know in the comment section where you fall in these mains. Let me know which mains I missed and how they act in game. I would love to hear your feedback. With that, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the survivor profiling, and I will see you all in the next video.